I am happy to help you understand the upcoming Ramadan. Ramadan is the ninth month of the Islamic calendar and is considered a time of spiritual reflection, worship, and community. It is observed by Muslims around the world. Ramadan is expected to begin on the evening of March 23, 2023, and will end on the evening of April 20, 2023. During this time, Muslims will fast from dawn until sunset, refraining from food, drink, and other physical needs. This period of fasting is intended to promote self-discipline, self-control, and empathy for those who are less fortunate. In addition to fasting, Muslims will engage in increased worship, including daily prayers, Quran recitation, and other acts of devotion. It is also a time for increased charity and giving to those in need. Ramadan culminates in the celebration of Eid al-Fitr, which marks the end of the month-long fast. It is a time of joyous celebration, where Muslims gather with family and friends, exchange gifts, and partake in feasts. Ramadan is not just about abstaining from food and drink during the day. It is also a time for increased spiritual reflection, worship, and community. Muslims will often wake up before dawn to eat a meal called suhoor, which is intended to sustain them throughout the day. After suhoor, they will begin their fast, which lasts until sunset. During the day, Muslims will engage in various acts of worship, including prayer, reading and reflecting on the Quran, and giving to charity. The evening meal that breaks the fast, known as iftar, is typically a time for community gatherings and feasts with family and friends. In addition to the physical aspects of fasting, Ramadan is also intended to promote spiritual and emotional growth. Muslims are encouraged to reflect on their relationship with Allah and to seek forgiveness for any wrongs they may have committed. It is also a time to cultivate patience, gratitude, and compassion for others. At the end of Ramadan, Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr, which is one of the two major holidays in Islam. It is a time of joyous celebration, where Muslims gather with family and friends, exchange gifts, and partake in feasts. Overall, Ramadan is a time of spiritual growth, self-discipline, and community. It is a time to reflect on one's relationship with Allah and to seek forgiveness and guidance. At the end of Ramadan, Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr, which is one of the two major holidays in Islam. It is a time of joyous celebration, where Muslims gather with family and friends, exchange gifts, and partake in feasts. One of the key aspects of Ramadan is the Night of Power, or Laylat al-Qadr, which is believed to be the night on which the first verses of the Quran were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. Muslims believe that this night is one of the most important nights of the year, and that the rewards for good deeds performed on this night are multiplied. In addition to the Night of Power, another important aspect of Ramadan is zakat, which is the giving of alms to the poor and needy. Muslims are required to give a certain percentage of their wealth to charity each year, and many choose to do so during Ramadan as a way of earning blessings and rewards from Allah. Ramadan is also a time for increased acts of kindness and generosity towards others. Muslims are encouraged to practice good deeds and to help those in need, as these acts of compassion are believed to be especially valuable during this holy month. Finally, it is worth noting that while Ramadan is a time for increased devotion and self-discipline, it is also a time for celebration and joy. Muslims around the world come together to break their fasts and to. Overall, Ramadan is a time of spiritual growth, self-discipline, and community. It is a time to reflect on one's relationship with Allah and to seek forgiveness and guidance.